All right, Coach Bew. Up next, we're going to bring on it's called, hold on, let me get it right now. The Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. And this was founded by Bobby and Jennifer Jones. They started this organization up to give recognition to some of the African Americans and what they've done in the great athletic history that Lexington has. Now, to have somebody speak on more on this, we got the founders, Bobby and Jennifer Jones, will come on and talk to us about the LAASHOF, the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. Ready, Coach Bew?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Let me get around. Well, hello there, Miss Jones.
Hello. Yes, how are you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Well, glad to be here. We appreciate you all asking us to hop on tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we had made plans to talk with you guys when they were going to have the historical game at the Dunbar Center, basketball game at the old Dunbar School. But weather and everything fell through. So we wanted to just catch back up with you guys and just kind of let everybody know about the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame, what you guys are doing, and your upcoming events and stuff like that.
Okay. So where do you want me to start?
From the beginning. How did this come about?
Well, my husband, Bobby, who will be on here in just a second, he's a world-class athlete back in his day and had been inducted into a couple of halls of fame. And we go to the induction ceremonies and we don't see a lot of people that we know or that look like us. And it kind of bothered him that other people weren't being inducted that he knew were just as worthy as he was of being there. So he said, we'll just start our own Hall of Fame. And we actually did that in 2020 in the midst of COVID, meeting by Zoom. We've got about 40 founding team members and a 9-member board. And we are celebrating 22 local athletes, 2 segregated era teams. They're athletes, coaches, contributors, supporters, officials, just across the gamut of the sports history in Lexington. And they have to be homegrown heroes, and some are well known and some not as much so, but they've all made a very, very lasting impact locally, statewide, and in some cases even nationally. So what we want to do is have a big induction gala and ceremony this September 24th at the Central Bank Center downtown. We're going to induct these people in grand style. We want it to be Oscars like, BET Awards, big deal. Red carpet, black tie, fine dining, live entertainment. We want to really, really make these people know that they are not forgotten, they're special, and we appreciate they paved the way for what we're trying to do today.
Yes, ma'am. The great thing about that, the gala is in September. Tickets are on sale right now on Eventbrite. Also with this, you also giving back scholarships to student athletes as well. Could you speak a little bit about that?
We are. We've had our own kids to go through school. Some people are fortunate to get full rides, but that doesn't happen a lot anymore. The scholarship money sort of farmed out a little bit. So for kids that get that partial sports scholarship, sometimes they still need a little help with meals or with incidentals, books, and those type things. So we've been doing lots of fundraising to award supplemental scholarships to kids who've already signed a letter of intent, but it's not for a full ride. So that's our give back element, where we don't want a kid to not be able to go to school, even though they have a scholarship. If we can do something to help lighten that load a little bit, we want to be able to do that.
That's very impressive and much needed. We really appreciate what you guys are doing. Just like as far as is there a set location for the Hall of Fame? Will you be somewhere specific where someone can go and see maybe plaques or something like that?
Well, I'll let my husband speak on that. He's right here. We'll share the screen here.
We're going to share the screen until she can somehow get me logged in on my own device here.
Oh, okay.
How are we doing this evening, everybody?
All right.
First off, when you get started, Coach Jones, I don't know if you remember me. You was my 8th grade middle school coach at Bryan Middle School. Yes, sir. Yeah, me and Tony Bird was there. Yes, sir. Yeah. Coach Jones, hey, defensive coordinator, great man, as your wife said. Very talented, knew the game, learned a lot from you. So my hat's off to you. Thank you for what you've done, and thank you for what you all doing now, Coach. Good to see you.
Well, thank you so much, and good to see you. Well, we're proud of what we're doing. as Jennifer spoke on before, you know, there are a lot of people in Lexington that we've all grown up with, that we've seen. All these folks, we all know somebody that should be recognized in some way in terms of sports. And like Jennifer said, I've been inducted into a couple of Hall of Fames, and you know, you go to those events, and there aren't a lot of people there that even, you know, you don't know anybody primarily. And so you kind of leave with, you know, feeling of, okay, that was okay. But there's something about being celebrated by your own people. There just is. And so after contacting all of these inductees, you know, we found out there's an undercurrent, not only recognizing them for their accolades, but they all have a story. And many of these folks, many of their stories are untold. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing probably later on in the form of a podcast, if you will. But we wanted, like Jeff said, we want all these folks to feel very, very special, and we want to come from us. Like some of them have said during the induction notifications, and even at the press conference downtown, most of them said that, you know, this is special because it's from my people. And there really is something special when your own recognize you. You know, this is, and we're not just talking about the African-American community, but Lexington as a whole. And so when we started this, like Jennifer said, it's been 2.5 years now, and there's a lot of manpower hours, a lot of money, a lot of time that about 40 of us have engaged in bring this thing where it is now. And we plan on, well, it's basically a done deal. We're going to pull this off. We're in a fundraising phase right now so that we can give and give and give back to these inductees more and more and more. Like Jennifer said, we've got planned a limo delivery of these inductees to the event. You know, when they step out of the limo, they're going to step onto a red carpet. And then it's going to be like Jennifer said, the Emmys or the Oscars, the Grammys are going to be paparazzi style of an event. Okay. And they're going to, yeah, really, that's what we want. You know, that's what this ought to be, because if you've seen the first class, you'll get what I'm talking about. So we're talking about people of the stature of an S.T. Roach. Yes. Okay. And then there's many in the few in the segregated era that you the guys are so young. I didn't even know. I'd never heard of. But some of those guys are going to be inducted also, and some current folks that you probably do know: Bobby Washington, Imani Dawson, Tyson Gay, Donna Robinson from Henry Clay High School. So we're talking about the cream of the crop in Fayette County. Some have already passed, and some of them are still living. But we want that group of folks to know that they are special. They've not been forgotten. Their accolades, we want to live on forever, because we want to have a museum. That's our long-term goal, and that's doable. This is something that should have been done a long time ago. I've been told by many people, both black and white. They say this should have been done a long time ago. And so, you know what, since it did happen, it wasn't time, and we'll just leave it at that. But it's here now. And so I can't wait till that evening. It's going to be an event. This is just not a high school banquet. This is an award show. And we invite people to come down and help us celebrate all of these worthy inductees.
So we have like a historical element too. Dr. Gerald Smith, a well-known local pastor and a professor of history at UK, is going to give a synopsis of race and sports in Lexington and give some of our history back to the era. So he's our keynote speaker. And then Jack Gibbons and James Lee, who are also inductees, are going to be our MCs. So we're really excited that they agreed to do that. And we can't wait to celebrate these people. We've got some local singers that are going to perform, a local dance troupe, Upgrade Dance Company that's going to perform. So we want the crowd to be engaged and involved and be interested in what we're trying to do.
Well, it sounds like a great thing. Like I said, you say there was a museum, you know, a place, I guess, where this will be displayed. That's in the goals for the future. Is there any way anyone can help if they want to donate, or how can they reach you guys to get tickets and all that stuff?
They can go on our website, www.laashof.com. It's LAASHOF.com. And there is a link there to buy tickets. It's through Eventbrite. Okay. And everything can be done online. The tickets are $100 per person or $750 per table of 8. Full course meal, fine dining, and the entertainment and everything that comes along with it. We're even jacketing these the inductees, just like they do with the NFL and the NBA. We're not playing. We really want these people to. We really want them.
Coach Bill, we got something to be shooting for now, baby.
Hey, absolutely. I like it.
We're going to be inducting these folks on stage. They're going to receive their own red jacket with their logo on it. This is just a mock-up that I made of like a letter jacket. We all know something about that. But this is what they'll be getting. They'll have a logo on it. And among some other things, they'll have a nice piece of hardware to take home with them. And so many of these folks whose grandkids probably say, "Granddaddy, I hear people talking about you, but I ain't never seen you nothing." Well, Granddaddy's going to take them to the banquet, and they're going to see how great Granddaddy was. We get a lot of that. Our children, our grandchildren really don't get the significance of it. But, you know, our goal is to prove it that night how special and how great these folks were.
Well, we thank you. Is there anything else you? Oh, go ahead, Coach.
Real quick, I wanted to touch on something else again about the fundraising. As Coach Chuck said, donating and giving back. Can people buy tables for the gala? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, the tables are available on Eventbrite. Like we said, they're $100 per individual ticket, but for a table of 8, it's $750. So we have inductees that are buying, you know, we have tables reserved for them. And so they're getting additional tables for their family members that want to come and celebrate. So you want to hop on there. You know, ticket sales are pretty brisk right now. So you want to hop on so you can get a decent seat and get to see some of your sports heroes from back in the day. As far as fundraising is concerned, we do have some levels of giving also on that website. So we have a corporate sponsorship packet that we are sending out to some local and some regional corporations just to help, you know, for title sponsorship or presenting sponsor and different levels of giving as far as that's concerned. We've reached out to local churches. We've sent packets to every church in the area, and we've gotten some good response. So things are moving, but we need the public to hop on and just rally behind us so that we can really celebrate these people the right way.
Well, y'all doing great things, big things. If y'all need us, anything we can do to help you guys out, we're there. Keep doing big things, and thank y'all for coming on and sharing your inspiration and what y'all doing.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Just keep spreading the word.
Spread the word and follow us on Facebook.
You already got you.
Okay, on Facebook. I think is the link on there too where you can purchase tickets?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And so, and we have packets of information that we can send you folks. Have you all seen the news broadcast?
I have not seen the news broadcast. I talked to one of the guys on your board, Coach Seals. He's kind of been the one that was like, "Man, y'all need to check them out. They're doing big things, you know." And we, like I said, we tried to get you guys on for the Dunbar game, but the weather kind of fell through. So we just wanted to come back and touch base with you guys because you kind of got lost in the shuffle. But we love what you're doing, and keep doing what y'all doing, man. We support y'all all the way.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. God bless you all.
God bless you all. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Buford.
Good seeing you, Coach.